Zdravo Marko, kako ste?
Zdravo, super sam. Hvala ti puno.
Okay, odlično. First of all, thank you so much for this interview that we will have today. You are the first person in this season that I'm interviewing twice. So,
Yeah, I remember you from our previous interview. Yes.
so at first, can you please introduce yourself and tell us about message of your song for the people who doesn't know you yet?
Yeah. So my name is Marko Bošnjak. I'm representing Croatia this year, and basically the message of my song would be about some darker emotions that we all definitely feel and experience. So we're all used to these messages of love, acceptance, and unity, and there's nothing wrong with that. But this is a little like darker twist on the moments in which you feel like you are that you've been done wrong, like you've been wronged by someone, and you kind of want karma to do its justice. And it's about the underdog who's rising up and about taking control over your narrative and over your life and feeling powerful while doing it.
So you have quite experience in Dora. What would you change? What would you improve, or yes, just change in the format?
In the format of Dora itself.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of things actually. I think there's a lot of room for improvement in Dora, and I would love to maybe discuss some some creative vision projects for how it all should look like. But I definitely feel that it was kind of weird that we were not having enough water or food backstage, and the rehearsals are just very like they are every day, and it's really really draining. And it would definitely be helpful to have a more like organized, artist focused approach to really like give us a good experience there, and to really value like if we are already recording the performances in case something goes wrong, it would be very cool if we can actually get these recorded performances to be put in the live performance instead, because there was a lot of us who were super super sick in the time of the live performances, but we had perfect like jury rehearsal performances. So maybe I would do that option, because I know that like Philip and Ananda, like they were like with a super high fever, but still having to perform. So yeah, I don't know. But in the format itself, I like how it looked like this year. I think it's a good improvement, but still, I don't know what I want to see, honestly. But definitely, there is a lot that has to be improved from the stage to the definite like to the choosing of the hosts and everything. I think there's a lot to improve.
So this year around Dora there was quite a few scandals, and did any affected your performance and you while preparing?
Yeah, well, definitely there was a lot of like drama and a lot of situations that were going on, but I'm pretty sure that it didn't affect me in a negative way. It kind of fueled me, and it was a huge motivator to just do my best. But I was physically feeling very low, so maybe all of the stress and all of the drama affected me in a more physical manner than in like a psychological one, because I was just ready to give my best. So yeah.
So I heard that your performance was directed by the same people who did Bambi Thugs staging last year. Is it true?
Yeah, not really. I mean, we had Sergio, who was helping us out with some of the ideas and some of the shots, but it was not fully directed by him. But he definitely was on our dial to help us with a few shots that we wanted to get. So he did give us some feedback and helped us, but he didn't direct it fully.
So how did you find out him, and how working together with him was like?
Well, it was definitely interesting. I mean, I wasn't mostly involved in the process, like directly talking to him, but he was a part of our team in some way. So it was definitely cool to hear his ideas, and he's like super busy now. I think this year he's doing the stage for Austria and Cyprus as well. So it's definitely going to be epic, and I'm looking forward to seeing how these other projects are being developed. But definitely love his style, and I think that he's a great director.
So, is there any meaning behind your outfit, behind your costume, what you were wearing while the performance, and will you keep it for Basel, or we will see something completely fresh?
We're gonna see something completely fresh, and it's gonna have a huge storyline behind it. So everything on the outfit does follow a story and does follow some not to something traditional, even though people cannot even imagine what would be creation traditional and then also fit for the song Poison Cake. But we found a pretty good solution. So it's going to be an interesting outfit.
Okay, so the music video and the performance at Dora was quite different and told a different story, I think. Will we in Basel see third story, or will it be like host storyline?
I think there will be a horse storyline, a whole storyline. But it's definitely going to be different from what we've seen in Dora, and it's not going to be a copy of the music video. There's going to be some elements that are we going to use from the music video, but just the complete atmosphere and everything is going to be much, much different from what we've seen in Dora, and it's going to be different from the music video. So we're getting a third story that's, I'm pretty sure that it's going to nicely combine all of the previous ones, and it's going to be the best.
So what did you felt inside after your victory?
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, it didn't really settle into my inner world for maybe about a week or two. And for the first 3 days, I was not even leaving my house. I was just staring at the ceiling and like, wow, this really happened. But in my mind, it was like, okay, there's going to be a lot of work, a lot of improvement, because I just wasn't happy with vocally with the last part. And I knew that I could do better. So I was feeling super proud, but also like, okay, now I want to focus on the things that I can improve for Basel. So immediately I switched to work mode in my mind.
Hey, Amar. Yeah, but we know how the sound at Dora is every year.
It's terrible. I mean, yeah, maybe that would be the improvement that I would make, but that is also being one of the main issues that people are commenting on every year, and the thing that the sound in the hall sounds completely different from the mix on TV. So that's not a good thing, because all of us sounded way better in the hall than on TV. So I think that there is some issue regarding the mix on how it ends up on TV, because live all of us were slaying, and then when we look back at the performance, it's just like, what? Like we didn't even notice that in the hall. So yeah, maybe that's where improvement would be nice.
Yeah, but the comments every year about microphones from Kaufland are really iconic.
But they are like, and even the in-ear that I got was like, I didn't have my own, which is a huge mistake, because when they gave me their in-ear, it's basically like, you know, like these headphones, like cable headphones that you would have in elementary school with like an Android phone. And I really think that was it. And they were constantly falling off, and they were totally not suitable for performing on stage. So I literally, after the first semi, I went to Rijeka and I had to buy a proper in-ear, because the one HRT gave us was just not it. But I'm currently at HRT shading HRT, so I think that's pretty iconic.
Yeah, I remember this video with Laura Kojapieva.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I went to Rijeka, I was supposed to get one for her as well, and she posted it. So she was like publicly shaming her for having not such good sound quality on Dora while she was at Dora. So I think that's a pretty badass move.
So will you plan to return to Dora one day?
Oh my God, maybe like Justina in 30 years, but not in the near future. I can't see it happening, honestly. I think I left my mark on Dora by 2 amazing performances, and statistically very good, like second and first place. So I'm happy. I don't want to go lower than that, and doing this all over again would be amazing, probably. But also, I think it's time to build my solo career to an awesome extent and to really fulfill my dreams in my personal career. And then maybe Eurovision comes after 30 years. Who knows?
So you will also perform at Pre-Party in Amsterdam. Will the performance be different from what we saw in at Dora, or will it have connection with future performance at Eurovision?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it will have a slight people will get a slight insight in what we're changing. I'm not bringing my dancers though, so there's no choreography. There's just me vibing and slaying it. But yeah, we removed one part from the performance that I think that people will notice and like way more than they did on Dora. And we're just really looking forward to sharing this song with people and to really like deliver it live well, so that people understand that I in fact was sick and that I know how to sing. And I'm really hoping to like impress a few new people and maybe change the situation right now.
So, in the recent history of Croatia at Eurovision, there were some cases when, during the Eurovision season, there was a couple of lines in Croatian added to the song. For example, Albina in 21 and Mia Dimšić in 2022. Do you think about adding some Croatian lyrics?
Hell nah. Honestly, no. Because if the song is in English, it's in English. If it's in Croatian, it's in Croatian. I think it doesn't work very well. And also in Poison Cake, it will be kind of goofy to do that, because in Croatian, what would I be saying? Otrovna torta. Like it doesn't rhyme well and connect well. But now that you mention it, maybe I will think about it. But considering that both Albina and Mia did it, and it didn't really help much in the end, maybe I want to avoid doing that.
So you're experimenting with the genres of your songs. Molly za nas was really different than Poison Cake.
Yes, yes.
Will you stay in the vibe of Poison Cake for your future song, or will you still experiment with new genres?
I really just want to follow my intuition and see where it takes me, because to me that's the beauty of making art, to not be put in any shape of a box, and to just do and feel things how you want to. And I don't know, I still want to combine these beautiful Balkan ballads and really all of this emotional way of performing that I have inside of me. But I also want to do something crazy and even crazier than Poison Cake. So it's going to be a nice combination. I love experimenting, and I love like genre defying, and just I don't like being placed into a box of like, okay, you're a pop Balkan ballad singer until the rest of your life. No, because I know I'm good at that, but I'm also willing to try myself out in many other styles. So, yeah.
So I've heard that you are a Eurovision fan. So what is your earliest memory with Eurovision?
Probably Severina Maštikla. I was watching that and like trying to learn the choreo on TV. So that would probably be the earliest one. But also, yeah, that's definitely the earliest one that I can remember now.
Yeah, I personally I saw Severina firstly at Dora last year with Let 3, and I listened to her songs, and I had her first in Wrapped this year on Spotify. So
amazing. Like her music is it was so ahead of its time, and when I'm looking at her versatility, it's insane. Like what she did, like how many different genres she actually made, and there is also some real depth in her artistry when you really think about it. So
yeah, even on one album, she combined a couple of genres.
Yeah, and I love that she was also very like provocative in creation, always like breaking some stereotypes and norms. And she has an album called Zdravo Mario, I think. So yeah, I love Severina.
So as we are talking about favorites, what is your favorite Eurovision entry, not only from Croatia or the Balkans, but in general?
Yeah, I always mention this in interviews because it's the first thing that comes to mind, which means that it really did leave its impact on me. So I loved Aminata, I love Injected. and I love Nina Sublati from Georgia with Warrior. So what I've noticed is that I like these like powerful baddies, women who are very good vocalists, who go on stage and really like give their whole body and their whole soul into it, and you can really feel the power that they hold. So like those two. But I also like the Balkan ballads, and I do miss Bosnia and Herzegovina in Eurovision. So probably Leila Harima Tahari or Pokušaj Laka or Love in Rewind from Dino Merlin. But I'm also a huge fan of course, Verka Serduchka, because that song gets everyone pumped up and dancing. I was performing it in Zagreb once and it was super fun. So there's a lot of Eurovision entries that I like. But these are just more niche down ones. Yeah, apart from Verka, because everybody knows that she's an icon. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is your favorite this year's song from Eurovision?
Ooh, I like Gojo and Milkshake Man. It's just a very fun song. And I love Serving from Miriana. I'm going to say Serving Cunt because she deserves to say cunt in Eurovision, but whatever. I'm going to start stirring more drama if it's not necessary. But yeah, Serving, I like Ich Komme. And Lighter from Kyle. I don't know. I need to get the vibe of the songs in the pre-parties and really see who's my number one favorite, because now I have a few of them. But I think in the pre-parties, hearing them live is going to help me create an opinion.
So as we are talking about pre-parties, who are you most forward looking to meet? Most looking forward to meet?
Yeah. Miriana Conte. I just want to meet her because I think she has this insane energy that's very similar to mine, actually. So I'm looking forward to meeting her. And you know, now that her song is called Serving, maybe we can do something like Serving Cake, you know. So that would be cool. But also, yeah, with the food department, like Gojo is the milkshake man. I have a poison cake, and Tommy has espresso macchiato. So like the whole buffet is there. So we're gonna see.
So for the end, Croatia and the Balkans are well known by their great food. What is your favorite Balkan food?
Oh my God, I literally just finished a burek, so I definitely do love burek, and I think I eat it on a daily basis actually. But also sarma is great, cevapi are great, and I don't know. I do like Balkan food, honestly. And even when I lived in Berlin, I was really like craving some good Balkan food. And there are restaurants, but still it doesn't hit the same. You gotta eat Balkan food in the Balkans. So, yeah.
Yeah, here in Poland we have in Kaufland burek, which is like this thing, but it's like a roll and it has spinach and white cheese in it, and they call it burek.
That's not a real burek. I mean, in Croatia I also have that same problem because in Croatia people call it burek with cheese or something, but it's not actually proper. So burek is
it's sirnica.
Yeah, sirnica, exactly. So yeah, I had to educate a lot of people here on that. But it's still an ongoing debate if it's just burek or if it's sirnica or if it's burek with cheese. So yeah, very interesting.
So this was all. Thank you so much. Hvala mnogo. Hvala mnogo.
Hvala mnogo. Yes, I tebi.
Okay. So to bio sve sretno u Bazelu.
Thank you. Ciao.
Thank you. Ciao.